What's up, YouTube? We're back. Fantasy Spit is here. And we're about to hop right into a draft. But we'll definitely check out the news feed here a little bit, see what's cooking in the NFL. Again, this is an NFL channel. We only talk fantasy football at Fantasy Spitters. We do not play any other fantasy sports, nor do we actually dabble in DFS. But let's get straight into this. Let's check out what's going on in the NFL today. It's Saturday. Travis Kelce, let's see, likely to be present in minicamp. Anything important? Brandon Ayuk thriving in workouts. Not expected to participate in training camp. Probably won't be active for season opener. Okay, so that's the news we're kind of looking on. So basically they're just saying he's, on track for when they expect him back, which we don't know when that is because the Niners are just notorious for not giving good information on injuries. AR expected back for training camp, so maybe the AC joint injury not as serious. Still think Danny Dimes wins that job. Keon Coleman, occasional drops, mental mistakes. Deflected a ball that was wild reach just enough to result in incompletion. Looking like the Giants quarterbacks goes Russ, Dart, Jameis. DK building chemistry with Rodgers. Early lead for number 2 role. Mason Taylor. I haven't heard much about Alonzard. Excited for fit new offense. Brees Hall. Last QB to get reps, Shador Sanders. Could he be the one that gets cut? Maybe. All right, let's lock into a draft. 20-second pick clock, Schnauzer 2s. We're trying to max this. We're at 4. This will be our 5th one. We're probably gonna have to do some off stream. It's already 40% full. Probably by the end of the weekend, probably somewhere around like 50 to 55% full, which is crazy. This just came out not that long ago. But we're still gonna max it. Anything that's like small entry gives, the smaller drafter a little bit of, not necessarily an edge, but just a chance. We're gonna go ahead and make sure we're looking at our exposures. Ooh, we're up. We're at pick 10, dude. Pick 10, pick 3. Can't get away from it. Pick 3, pick 11. All right, let's kind of mix it up since we've had pick 10 so much. Man, Kyle Pitts is only 10 drafts in for like tournaments, but Kyle Pitts is one of my most drafted players. Tough look, to be honest. Let's get a little freaky though. Who went so far? Nobody. Crazy Jamar Chase. I did see that damn CMC ADP all the way up to 8.6 from 10. Genty falling down boards. That's kind of crazy. We'll see what falls to us. Maybe we get a little freaky. A little freaky. Let's try to build something unique here. Lamb off at 5, Gibbs off at 6, and nothing really weird happening. Duke off at 7. It's just really on ADP here. Literally spot on. Genty goes a little early. Pretty enticed to take CMC here, but we don't get CMC, so we're going to just go with ADP. We'll go Neighbors. Pretty standard here. Just change it up here and go like Rashee Rice. Flip the board a little bit. Get a little different. I mean, his ADP is like at the end of the first, so not many teams building with Neighbors Rice. Although Rice is moving up draft boards as well. He's all the way up to 24. He was going in the 3rd round. So we'll see. I mean, as our RB or wide receiver 2, and then wide receiver what? 10 overall as a pick. Like, I mean, I'm not mad about it. I don't even know where Mahomes goes. Where's Mahomes go? 86.7 right now. I mean, that puts us in a good spot. Probably because typically Worthy probably lines up with us. 39.8. Yeah, so Worthy and Mahomes go a lot, so might be able to rip the double stack with the Worthy Rice. Don't know how many teams are getting that. But it's a possibility to just rip that Kansas City double stack. Bet on them being the Kansas City team of old. Now that Rice is healthy, Worthy's in year 2, Hollywood's healthy. Now they don't have to rely on the run game so much, and Kelsey's old, so like they're not going to be working to him as much. They don't have like. I think there's a possibility they go back to throwing the ball. Maybe not though. Devontae off a little early, unless he rose in ADP. He rose a little bit. Free Scare Wilson. I wouldn't mind taking one of these running backs here. Then hoping Worthy falls. Take the faller and Chase Brown. think is what we do there. And then hope Worthy comes back around. Got a feeling he gets off the board though. That would be good for us, honestly. That wouldn't be, because kind of if we wanted Mahomes, we'd be stuck at taking Mahomes at 82. There's a chance though. I feel like this guy goes Worthy just because he's top of the board. Kyron falls a little bit past ADP. He's not gonna auto. All right, so Worthy off messes us up a little bit. Just mess around with some James Cook. We'll mess around with some James Cook there. We'll risk it. We'll hope that A, he runs it back with all those touchdowns, and B, that, you know, he doesn't actually hold out. Which, I mean, I hope he doesn't. I hope he does not hold out for the sake of my teams. Got Hurts off 44. It took Hurts. The AJ Brown team. I can't believe Worthy got nabbed from us. I mean, to be fair, we probably could have went Worthy, had a chance at Chase Brown still, or Kyron. I don't know. The Faller and Chase Brown, 6 picks past ADP. Pretty nice. It was pretty nice. Chase, Bucky, Marv, Kittle, Sutton. Okay. Dude, I love taking Pickens. Could just be such a good fit for him there. A little bit of run on running back. America, all 3 of them kind of went earlier than ADP there. Just a little quick run on them. One goes, they all go. Do we take the Faller and Zay? Ooh, that's spicy. Let's go. Just go with Dunze. Put us on with Caleb. We have no Rome. Then we have some DJ Moore in the portfolio, but want to get a little mix of that Ben Johnson offense. As much as I don't like the whole idea of all the pass catchers there with Burden, Adunze, Loveland, and DJ Moore plus Swift. I mean, there's still chances for spike weeks. Back on the board. What are we thinking? We got no Travion. We'll grab some Travion. Burrow really fighting draft boards here. What happened? Nothing. He really just gonna fall to the stack? He might just fall to 71. That's crazy. Where teams are usually taking him at 50 here, or like 48, and he's falling. I can't believe we're gonna let this happen. Big run on receiver again. Wow. That's incredible, honestly. So incredible this dude just got that value. Just give him the trophy. That's crazy. That's so crazy, man. I mean, we're set up for Caleb Mahomes. And honestly, Russ if we wanted to late. Jackson Dart's still going at 211 ahead of Russ. See, like, the thing is, if we ended up with like Mahomes and Caleb, we'd still have a chance at like we could go Dart if we go Mahomes, Caleb, just because of those two just going three quarterbacks and then like having the upside of Dart late in the year. I kind of like that. We'll see who we end up picking. Oh, we're gonna go Mahomes most likely. Actually, maybe not. Or no, we will because the worthy team's after us, so we're gonna go Mahomes. Any values here? Jennings Pearsall team. Nobody really getting early. Tons of running backs falling. Could potentially get Pacheco back to us and build 4 RBs. If we wanted to. That's a possibility. By week 10. Oh, it's such a proposition to do that. I don't want to do that per se, but it's kind of juicy. Okay, Pacheco's off, so he does that for us. We're gonna end up with Mooney. Good one, Ayuk. We'll go Mooney. Just to give us a stab at Penix. Could have went Ayuk though to give us a shot at Purdy still. If we grabbed Pacheco there, we probably would have went hyper fragile. Just went 4 running backs. Maybe. We are gonna need 3 quarterbacks most likely. 3 tight ends. Probably a 3-5-7-3 build. Jaden Higgins. I'm just like, Mooney was such a smash for me last year because I had a lot of him late. He was going like so late. So I felt comfortable with drafting a lot of them last year. Turned out well for me, just for advance rates and stuff. But this year, I'm not saying the price is too rich, but and obviously I'm still gonna draft him, but it just hurts knowing that I got him in such a discount. Like what, probably 140s at some point last year. Maybe he started climbing late, like later in the year, but yeah, I was getting such a good discount on him. Should be back up on the board soon. I think we're at 106. The question is, do we take Caleb? Take Caleb. We could go with the double. We could go Burden. Bernstein, undisclosed soft tissue. We also have the option of Loveland, which he was kind of hurt too. May not be full go for Kent. I don't like either of those like statements there. The statements worry me. Caleb off to the unstacked. You guys to the Swift team, I guess. So never mind. Not even worried about Caleb now. So these guys can get off my board. Man, I do not want to take. Thank you for taking Travis Kelce. I did not feel like grabbing Travis Kelce there. We'll go Shaheed. We still have a shot at Penix. Later, who else could we stack quarterback wise later? Dak with Ferguson later. Not really gonna work out for us. Could go Johnny, could go Bateman. Burden off. Do we go Johnny? We go Bateman. Let's get a chance for Tua there. We'll go right on ADP 111. Another guy that I drafted a ton of last year, he was smashing and then crash and burn. These two dudes were saving me. And honestly, these guys I didn't draft a ton of. Which thank God Rice got hurt, it would have crushed me, but like I think I hit more on late round guys than I did some of these other guys. I mean, good thing I didn't draft Rome last year that much, but a lot of my late round like value picks and undrafted guys, which these two didn't go undrafted, but just in general, like Yoshivas and stuff last year, I was definitely hitting on those guys, having high rates of guys drafted there. I think Shaheed was also like in the one. He was a wide receiver 56 last year. It was what his ADP ended at, is what I remember. Question is, do we think Jonnu can actually run it back? It's incredible that Penix is going after before Tua. Just need Tua to stop running the football, if that's possible. That goes to the Pickens team. Love goes to the Jaden Reed team. Who does Purdy goes to an unstacked team? Interesting. Is that an unstacked Purdy and an unstacked Kyler team? Oh, it is. That's strange. Man's got a plan though. Oh, this team's cooked. All of his running backs have week 5 buys. In bye week hell. What is this draft board here for him? Running back, running back. I did that combo. I think I did that combo in this. Devontae at Ridley. I think we did Tyreek though. Kobe. Goff falling down boards. We could get Isaac Tesla. Could also run with Tyler Warren. We could run with Hollywood. We could take a stab at Hollywood at 130 if we wanted. And I already have a lot of. He's off the board anyway, so I'm not worried about that. Let's go Tyler Warren to feed our tight ends. Give us an out with Daniel Jones. Getting tons of outs with later quarterbacks here. Maybe we can get a faller in Penix. Probably not. Where did London go? London did go after us, and we have Mooney, so maybe we get a faller in Penix, unless the Bijan team. I don't think. Okay, we can't double dip on these guys. Do we just finish our tight ends here? No, let's go Jaden Blue. We need a running back somewhere there. I don't have a lot of Jaden Blue. Couldn't go Ramondre because of Travion, which it says they're going to share backfield, but couldn't really go Ray Davis there. Could have went for our third tight end, but I really just think there's value with tight end later. Pat Freiermuth is making his way up boards. You can still get Kate Otten late. Like I said, there's a lot more like tight end value later if you want. Dobbins goes. There was just nothing I loved there. That was actually a tough pick. Like, not even knowing. I think I looked at it before. Let's see what Jaden Blue's profile was. He's a speed guy, right? Like, yeah, 5'9", 196, 4.38 pass catcher. Yeah, 42 catches. 368 receiving yards, 8.8 average, 6 touchdowns receiving. So definitely receiving back. We'll take that. Maybe he's in like the Tony Pollard role. I don't think Miles Sanders or Javonte steals from him. Like I think he has his own place in the offense. Again, like more of like a Tony Pollard role where he's like the change of pace guy. Because neither Miles Sanders nor Javonte are going to be the ones like breaking big runs. So really all we need from him though. Same with Travion, like another speed guy that can, break away. Penix has a chance to fall. Stafford off early to the Puka team. I think Penix ends up falling here. No one else has any. Now we should get Penix. Who's this guy have? Did Jaden Daniels, Josh Allen? Damn, that's crazy build. Okay, we're gonna get Penix. It's only one more quarterback. We could go Tua. We could just go Danny Dimes late. That line up though. Yeah. Do we just rip Tua or do we go Romeo here? This is tough, actually. No, I don't think we go Tua. I think we do go. Do we go Dobbs? No, let's go Roshan. Let's finish up our running back room. We're going to go Roshan. Hopefully he gets the goal line work. So we're at 2552. Sorry, haven't been keeping that up to date though. Mahomes, Penix, Brown, Cook, Henderson, Blue, Roshan. We got Neighbors, Rice, Adunze, Mooney, Shaheed, Johnny Smith, Tyler Warren. We still need a quarterback, 2 receivers, and a tight end still. I don't like the receivers that come up, but I guess we could get a stab at like Alec Pierce if he makes it back, maybe. There's a chance we get to Alec Pierce, whom I like a lot. And it puts us in a stack with Daniel Jones, which would be nice. Where's Pittman at, just to be sure? No indie guys behind me. Josh Downs is probably over here somewhere. Josh Downs and Pittman went back to back to these guys. Tua's still falling down the board. Where's the Tyreek team? Tyreek team might get him. They don't need a quarterback though. They have Burrow and Jordan Love. So where's the Waddle team? He goes Wandale. Sicky. Where's the Waddle team? Waddle team's here. They have Drake May, Jared Goff. They might go Tua here. Right now we have the Mooney Penix stack and then the Mahomes or Rasheed Rice stack. This first pick, I'd definitely like to go receiver. I mean, there's no way Tua falls, right? Like this is the tower. This is the what? Wait, where's the Waddle team? Am I tripping? Oh, the Waddle team is about to be out. Never mind. I'd be surprised if he doesn't go Tua. He doesn't go Tua. Damn, what do we do now? I, for one, think I'm gonna go Alec Pierce. And let Tua fall. Okay, Tua's off. That guy need a quarterback. He goes unstacked Tua. I'm not mad at it. I think I'm just gonna reach on Daniel Jones here for our last quarterback. If we can't pump some spike weeks. A little bit of a reach compared to ADP, but we'll take it. We take it. Get the rushing upside, the double stack there with Pierce, Warren, Daniel Jones. And again, the rushing upside is like the big play there. Clayton off of 185. That's a nice pick. So now all we need is a receiver and a tight end here to finish things up. Get ourselves our 3-5-7-3 stack. Traditional build. Nothing crazy. I do need to start building more three quarterback builds. I've just been in love with like the 2-6-7-3s. I haven't built a 3-6-6-3 stack. I think that I want to say that one Best Ball Mania 1 was a 3-6-6-3. Kind of a weird team, to be honest. I don't love it, I don't hate it. The quarterbacks fell our way for the most part. Got good value on Penix. We did get some good values in general. Flip the board a little bit with the Rice pick. I'm not sure about Keenan Allen. He goes anyway to at 194. I don't think I want Calvin Austin. He goes anyway. I would take Chig. I'd probably take Jawan. Chig off. I would take Jawan. We're on the board. Let's go with... Man, who do we go? Let's go Jawan. Then we need a receiver. Jawan's a good pick. We already have the New Orleans like play there. And then receiver wise, we just need to take a shot on somebody. Do we take a shot on Roman Wilson to get some play this year? We could do a double stack with Ray and Darnell. I think I like the Ray play and the double stack there. So we'll go with the Atlanta double stack. So we got Penix, Mooney, and Ray stacked up. We got Danny Dimes, Alec Pierce, and Tyler Warren stacked up. And we got Mahomes with Rashee Rice. And then as well, we got Juwan Johnson with Rashid Shaheed correlated there a little bit. Roshan and Dunze. So betting on, specific offenses. We go 3-5-7-3 traditional build. Mahomes, Penix, Daniel Jones. We got Chase Brown, James Cook, Travion Henderson, Jaden Blue, Roshan Johnson, Malik Neighbors, Rashee Rice, Roma Dunze, Darnell Mooney, Rashid Shaheed, Alec Pierce, Ray McLeod, Johnny Smith, Tyler Warren, and Juwan Johnson. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's run one more back. Dude, tell me we get pick 10 again. That's insane. How many times are we gonna get pick 10 at this this format? Be pretty nuts. Do we just consistently get pick 10 in this format? Like, I legit don't know what to do. What? I mean, we got to keep switching it up. We can't just keep drafting the same teams. I might be feeling like a Nico Collins team. Down here, go like a Nico. Who do the Texans play? Texans week 17. The Chargers. They play the Chargers. Could go Nico McConkey, I guess. We'll see though. Not doing another neighbors team. That's good. We don't want neighbors. We'll go Nico. Like Nico McConkey's gonna be like a very typical start. Go Nico McConkey. They play each other week 17. We'll build a team off that for right now. Typically, teams aren't getting Nico McConkey. Like, if you look at their ADPs, like, typically Nico's going here, McConkey's going here. So, good build. Puka Drake London's a good build. 3 straight wide receiver teams. Everyone else going for more balanced builds. Got the double hero RB. Lucky and McCaffrey. Which that's rich because not even that long ago you're getting CMC like back here. Now you're paying up. You're paying the price, so even in this draft that opened not that long ago, like you're still paying up for him, which is I don't know if that's what you want to do. The upside's there. Just so we know, we got Herbert. How far down is Stroud? Stroud fell behind JJ McCarthy is insane. Like, pretty sure they fired their OC because they ran it too much last year. We want Stroud to throw the ball. They draft Higgins. They draft Noel. Nico's healthy. Like, it could be. You bring in Christian Kirk. Like, they want to throw the ball. Is like all the information I'm gathering. Who else did the Texans play there? Raiders and Cardinals. Hmm. Damn. Never mind. Too good to be true. Um. I'll go Brees. I don't think I have any Brees. Now, what are we thinking? Metcalf? Go with some DK. Take DK, give us an out to Rodgers. Damn, Mike Evans as a follow there is kind of nice, though. Hard to know where some of these QBs go. They started like moving up. Like obviously Rodgers just signed, so now he's flying up draft boards. Probably settles closer to. Probably flips with Sam Darnold, I'd assume. Maybe settles close to here. The rest of the QBs are like meh. We go Nico McConkey, Brees, Metcalf. Start looking at like schedules here. I was doing that a little bit last year where I was, drafting based on week 17. Which, I mean, I did well last year, so don't think it was the worst. The hell? Week 17, they play the Browns. Okay. Steelers play the Browns week 17. Chargers play. See, this is where I wish I had the overlay. Obviously, the Chargers play the Texans. Why am I even asking that? Steelers play the Browns. Jets play week 17. They play Patriots. Joe Mixon off 56. Kamara's nice there. We'll go Kamara. Take Harvey if he falls. Let's see what these guys do. They have two running backs too. Probably not thinking running back, but maybe. He ends up going Harvey, so that puts us in a boat for like Travion maybe. Could run it back with Travion again. Alright, we'll run it back. Jets play the Patriots, so we'll run that back. I'm not even sure how much Jawan I have. I have a decent amount of Jennings. I have no Olave. Montgomery off at 69. Yeah, we have no Chris Olave. Which I guess, to be fair, if you can get Shaheed, who was almost outplaying Olave last year, you can get him later. I know he's coming off the knee injury, but could be the better pick still, like he was last year. Not as much disparity between the two now. Where Olave was like a second round pick last year. Pick 82. We're gonna go. Shoot, who do we go here? Good digs. Set us up for Drake May action. Go with that Jets New England week 17. Could go Fields if we wanted with that action. We'd have to take Fields pretty early for that though. I don't think we get Fields back around. I wanted Ayuk there. I don't know if I can go Mooney again. Oh, do we go Pacheco? Go Aaron Jones. I don't have much Aaron Jones. Let's add a bag, get an ADP value out of him. This also feels like a team that we could go hyper fragile build. I mean, we're 4-4 right now, 0-4-4-0. Gonna be another 3 quarterback, 2 tight end build, most likely. Tight ends, we still have an out to like Mason Taylor. But we're not gonna get Justin Fields most likely. I just don't think that happens. He'll end up going to the Garrett Wilson team, which is, where is Garrett Wilson? He's at the 1. I'd assume Justin Fields goes. Although he's a quarterback that doesn't need stacks, so maybe not. One thing I saw too is Josh Reynolds could be a good late round pick. He goes B-Rob and Jalen Warren, so Fields could fall. But again, brushing upside, kind of a one-off quarterback. Don't imagine he falls to 1-6, but not out of the cards. We'll end up having to take Drake May at 111, little reach, but I'd be fine with Fields and Drake May at 106 and 111 if, now Fields off, so never mind. Forget what I just said. I still kind of want to go Herbert, then wait on Stroud on the way back. We'll buy the dip on Keon. Now the question is, do we reach on Herbert or do we go Stroud? I mean, do we reach on Herbert or do we go May? We'll lock in Drake May, whatever. If Herbert comes back around to us, great. If not, so be it. Still have Stroud probably. Well, I would hope so. Pretty off. That's that guy's second to the unstack. Oh, I guess he has Christian McCaffrey, so. Not completely unstacked. We were so close to getting that Justin Fields fall. That would have been so nice. For Mondre, I've kind of that's pretty early for Mondre now. Yeah, like 8 picks. I mean, whatever. If you have faith, go get it. Definitely need tight end. It's gonna be one of those real late tight end builds. Man, we're so close to getting Fields. God, that would have been so nice. Not even kidding. I want Mahomes here. Worthy did fall to 45. That's kind of crazy. We're almost up on the board here. Herbert might fall. Unless Herbert goes here, this guy does need a quarterback. I don't really know who he set himself up for. Nobody. We'll go Justin Herbert as well. And then do we just go CJ Stroud too? Like, do we just go all in there? Let's do it. May, Herbert, Stroud. 3 quarterbacks in a row. Kind of crazy. But we take May because we don't think Herbert makes it back to us. Herbert makes it back to us. Now we get the week 17 stack of Herbert, McConkey, Stroud, Nico. And we have Drake May lined up with Stephon Diggs, Travion Henderson, and Breece Hall matchup for week 17. Which is kind of nice. And then we can kind of look for, like, I said, Josh Reynolds is a good real late rounder, early lead for number 2 role in that offense. Mason Taylor is an option for a pass catcher there. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Dalton Schultz. Also an option there. Get Rodgers off the board. Tyler Conklin really going to be the tight end there? Is anybody drafting the Chargers tight ends? Still says Will Disley, but I mean, last year, Will Disley, 64 targets, 41, 2 tutties. Versus Tyler Conklin last year, who was... Yeah, I mean, Tyler Conklin's probably a better pass catcher than Will Disley. Will Disley is more of a blocking, bigger tight end, but I'm not sure what to do there. Getting some good receiver value falling to us. Intriguing to go. Would be intriguing to go QJ here. He's off the board, so never mind. So now do we want Tillman? Palmer, probably Tillman, yeah. That gives us the out to the Steelers with DK in week 17 as well. Kyle Pitts off. Don't have to worry about taking Kyle Pitts. Maybe we go Freiermuth? Big P? Bet on the Steelers offense here. Yeah, we'll take our first tight end. It feels good to be Pat Freiermuth, I guess. So we got DK, Pat Freiermuth. I'm not mad about it. Feels kind of crazy, but I'm rocking with it. I'm cool with it. This is the type of thing that wins leagues. Couldn't have went Palmer. We already have Keon with no ties to anybody else. Took Roshan last draft. I have a ton of Brent Strange already. Super excited for the NFL season though. Which, by the way, guys, we're an hour into the stream. If you guys made it this far, whether you're watching live or you're just rerunning this stream, appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you guys want to draft with us on Underdog, either while we're streaming or just on your own, link in description. Code Temptation, up to $1,000 deposit match on your first deposit. Super sick. Helps us a little bit too. Helps us keep streaming. And then while you're at it, might as well hit that like, subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications so you know when we go live, because like I always say, we don't even know when we're going to go live. So it's 3 times a week. We never know exactly what day, what time. So you need those notifications to know when we're hopping on the live. And we're getting these drafts and we're just talking football. We're mashing it up. Right? We're building teams right now. We're at a 3-4-6-1. We're going to end up being probably 3-5-7-3, just like last one. If we really wanted to go crazy, we could do the hyper fragile. Our running backs all have different bye weeks. We have good running backs, albeit 2 older ones in Kamara and Aaron Jones, and a rookie, but it's possible to go hyper fragile here. I like the build. We'll see what we can end up pulling off. Ooh, Rico Dowdle was there. We go Pat Bryant for our 7th receiver. Get a little rookie receiver action in there. And then I think we're going to Mason Taylor for our pass catcher. Or do we go Dalton Schultz? Dalton Schultz wasn't that involved last year. Let's go Schultzy though, just because of the stack. I got bit in the ass last year picking rookie tight ends. Not Brock Bowers, smashed on that, but last year when I was taking Ben Sinnott, did not work out as well as I expected. Man, with Rico Dowdle on the board, I feel like we leave a lot to... I love Rico Dowdle. Dude. In Carolina, behind a good offensive line, like I will always take Rico Dowdle. And then in hindsight, maybe we should have, but if we're going to run this hyper fragile build, which I think we should, although, like, if I take a stab at a late running back, Miles Sanders is moving up boards. Samson gives us an out late in the year. 2 rookie running backs, kind of not my favorite thing to do. Jerome Ford gives us a little bit of an out early. We still need a tight end. Right now, it's just looking like we're going like Chig or somebody. Could go Conklin. Dylan Sampson off. So there goes that out. Could go Jerome Ford. Chig on the board. Do we go Chiggy? We'll go Chig. Now, do we want receiver or do we want... running back? We'll get an out to Jerome Ford. So we go 3-5-7-3. We go May, Herbert, Stroud, Hall, Kamara, Henderson, Jones, Ford, Collins, McConkey, Metcalf, Diggs, Coleman, Tillman, Pat Bryant, Freiermuth, Schultz, Okonkwo. Some of the outs we have. So we have the Patriots versus the Jets in week 17. Right there we got Drake May, Travion Henderson, and Stephon Diggs to go with Breece Hall, which we were going to try to go Josh Reynolds. Probably in hindsight should have went Mason Taylor, but we end up going Dalton Schultz to build the stack with Nico Collins and CJ Stroud, who are facing the Chargers, which would be Justin Herbert and Ladd McConkey in week 17. Two good defenses, so probably not something guys are attacking, like in theory, like in game theory, thinking like, okay, last year, two very good defenses, probably shouldn't chase that game that much, but you never know. You never know how things turn and change through the first 16 weeks of the NFL. Injuries and whatnot. Get a rookie receiver in Pat Bryant. We get the out to the Steelers Cleveland game too, which is we have Pat Freiermuth DK with Cedric Tillman and Jerome Ford. Like a lot of week 17 building on this team. Definitely a different build than what I'm used to in terms of how we drafted. Like we didn't take anything other than receiver, running back through the first 9 rounds. Go 3 straight quarterbacks. Hammer some receivers and tight ends and end up just grabbing Jerome Ford in the last round. Which he should give us some early work. It's tough right now drafting with a lot of these like 3 RB rooms. Right now you got like the Rams, for example, with Hunter, Quorum, Kyram. New Orleans is Kamara, Neal, Kendra Miller. Cleveland, Dylan Sampson, Quinshon Judkins, and Jerome Ford. Baltimore, you got Justice Hill, Keaton Mitchell. Obviously, Derrick Henry. The Jets have Braylon Allen, Isaiah Davis, and Breece Hall. I guess people were saying Chicago with Kyle Monogany or whatever. Not worried about that. Oh, Jacksonville's another obvious one with Tootin, Etienne, and Bigsby. So a lot of rooms people are kind of hit or miss on. Buffalo could be one with Ty Johnson, Ray Davis, James Cook. So there are a lot of rooms with 3 running backs. And there's a lot of rooms with still just 2. Still rolling that way. But yeah, I should have taken Rico Dowdle as like a pick that I messed up on instead of taking Dalton Schultz, but we'll see how it pays off here. Again, not super mad about the build. I think it played out well enough. But that's probably going to do it for the stream. It's getting late here. It's past 11 o'clock. Appreciate you guys for tuning in though. Like I said, if you're watching live or you're watching, on the rerun, really appreciate y'all for coming out. We try to do this 3 times a week right now, moving into the season, and then come August, we're going to try to draft every day. Also, we're doing our dynasty draft for our home league starting in August. It's going to be sick. A lot of stuff coming. I shouldn't say that. I don't want to guarantee anything. I'm starting a job soon, so probably have the most time to be putting out stuff, but we're going to try our best. I do have some ideas in mind. But again, hit the like, subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you know when we go live. Make sure you use our code in description. And make sure you leave some comments. Let us know what you guys need to know. We'd love to answer some comments. Be there for you guys to kind of give our input on our takes of fantasy football. Can't guarantee that they're always right, just because that's just the way of the land. It's not always going to be 100% correct in this game. It's gambling, bit of luck, bit of strategy. But again, we'll love to help you guys with your home leagues or whatever it may be. Drop some comments down below, and we'll catch you next time.